Claude alone is an amazing tool. It can help you create amazing HTML visuals, automate using skills, and even design presentations. I have created several videos on those which are available for you below in this same playlist. But for us in finance, accounting, and FP&A, one of the things that we need is repeatable workflows that we can audit, troubleshoot, and trust. So when you combine Claude with Python, that's exactly what you get. So give me 10 minutes of your time and I will introduce you how new tools like Python and Google Colab can help you in order to create this repeatable workflow. Now, I wanted this tutorial to be super practical for you. So I will give you all of the files that you are looking in the screen with the frameworks, with the formula, and also the step-by-step prompt. And on top of that, I'm also giving you all of the files that I will be using that you can just download into your computer in order to follow along. So let's start. So I will introduce you to two new tools, Google Colab and Python. Now, what is Python? Think that it's like an Excel, but on steroids. So if Excel is a calculator, Python is really a factory. It's designed to handle massive amount of data that could make Excel freeze. And it will perform logic that is also impossible to maintain in just an if statement. Now, are we becoming programmers in finance? No, unless you want to. It's an amazing skill. So you do not need to write the code. You only need to know how to direct AI, in this case Claude, in order to write the code. So think of Claude as your unit list that you will provide instructions and then it will provide the execution. So for that, you will need a framework. And this is what I give you in here, the Snake framework. Now, there are several steps in the Snake framework. The first one is to specify the file. So if your task involves uploading data or different files, that's where you are telling Claude exactly what type of data you are going to be uploading. Then, to note the environment. You can run Python in several ways, but what we will be doing in this tutorial is using it with Google Colab, which is like Google Docs but for programming. It's very easy to use and you do not need to download anything into your computer in order to start. In the framework, the next step is the action to perform. And this is where you put what you want Python to actually do for you. Then, are we actually saying that we need to give our data to AI? We don't. We only need to tell AI our key data structure. So the name of the columns and the data type. This way, you do not need to share your dataset with Claude. You only need to tell it how it looks like, and then it will give you the code. And the E is just the extra details. So use this step for anything extra that you might need. We will start with the first example, the revenue visualization. And for this, I have just copied the prompt from here, one by one, so that you can follow along. Now, we have it here, and then we can send the prompt. And for this, it's okay to use Sonnet 4.6. Now, Claude will be starting to create the Python script for us. And then we'll be loading it into Google Colab. Now, in Google Colab, that's where you will be adding your dataset. You can do that by going here to Files, and then this window will appear. Then in here, you will be uploading the file that I gave you. Now, you just need to go to the top left and then select the file from your downloads. In this case, we will be using the CFO financial data. Now, as you can see, mine has a number 5 in there, so I can rename it in here. For you, this won't be a problem because it will be the first time that you download this file. And then we will go to Claude to get the Python script. So in here, we will be copying the script, and then go to Google Colab and paste it there. Now, with Python code, all of these things in here after the hashtag will be comments, so it's for us humans to read what exactly the code will be doing. We play the code by going to this link in here, this icon, and then we can scroll down and then we can see the output that it gave us. Now, all of this is fully customizable. So if you want to change, let's say, the shade of color or the title and so on, you can do so as well. You only need to ask Claude for an updated code. So now let's try the second one. Now, for the second one, it's about automation. So we will be having multiple input files. Now, I'll be doing the same thing of copying into Claude the prompt, and you can follow along. So what I'm doing right now is each one of the statements so that you can see. I'm copying it from our framework. And then I'll be adding the actual files into Google Colab. Now, as you can see, we're not sharing with AI, in this case with Claude, our dataset. We're only sharing how our files look like. So these numbers, they don't need to be the actual numbers in your files. Now, I'll be sending this one and then getting Claude to give us the code. And in the meantime, I'll be adding in here one more code cell that you can do so by adding it in here. And then the files as well. So for the files, as you may remember, I have them in this link that I'll be having in the description below. And then we will be using the region Americas, region APAC, and region Europe. You go here, and then to download them, then you only need to go to the top right and then select download raw file. And then it will appear on your downloads. I have done it already before. And then in the framework, as you see, we are saying that we're running this with local Python script, and then the Excel files are here. So you can copy that name into Google Colab and upload the files here into a folder. Now you can either create the folder first, so then you can do that by right click and then new file, and then we put the name, so rename files, and then we want to be monthly reports. Reports, monthly input, yeah. And then you open the file itself. I did new file, so I want a new folder. So reports, monthly input. Just call it reports in this case. And then you open the file, and then you can do right clicking here and then upload the 3 files. So we're having this one, and this one. And then there will be inside your reports folder. And now let's go to Claude to get the code. So the code from Claude is here, and I did a couple of adjustments because name of the folder was a bit different, so reports, and we're running this in Google Colab. Then when getting the code, I just click copy and then paste it in here into Google Colab. Now, I run this code, and as you can see, the output is this file, the monthly consolidated report. Now, you can download it by the three little dots and then download. And then it appeared on my downloads in here. And the file looks like this. So as you can see, we have all the data in here. So Europe, Americas, and then APAC. And we also have a couple of other tabs with the different totals by region, by department, and a summary as well. Now let's do the next example. So the next one is about data analysis. And now in here, this data would be on a CSV file. So you do not need to use always Excel files. You can also use either CSV files, or you can use other type of files as well. Now I'm going to add in here, instead of this one that I'm working on a local Jupyter notebook, just the same thing as in here, because we are going to be using Google Colab for the example. So let's go to the data analysis, and then the A will stay the same. So we want it to calculate the operating cost, and then same thing here. Then this is how my data looks like, and what we want as well. Now we send this, and then I'll show you in Google Colab. Again, we will be doing plus code to get one more code cell in here, and we will be uploading our file. In this case, we will be uploading our CSV file. So this is Q cost analysis file, the CSV, that will appear there. And then we will go to Claude in order to get our code. So we have the code in here, and again we just need to copy this code and then add it into Google Colab and then play the code. And as you can see, this is the output. So our operating cost efficiency by department and month with the heat map. Now all of these images, you can either right click, copy image and save image, or you can also tell Claude in order to give you the files in the left. So in here, for example, we have the heat map cost efficiency in there already, and the line chart of the work departments as well. So you can do right click in here on the three little dots and then download the file, like the line chart in this case, and it will go and appear in your downloads. Now let's do the last example, and for that would be the forecasting example. So in here again we will be copying the prompt into Claude. This one we're doing like I am using Google Colab, and we want it to prompt us in the code to give the file. You can also say that, and I will show you exactly what will be happening. Let's just add the rest of the prompt. One more important thing to note is that in case there are some errors in the code and then it doesn't run, then you can copy paste the error into Claude, and then it will give you an updated Python code that you will go and change it as well in Google Colab. Now one more question that I always get is why don't do this only in Claude or in another AI tool? Now the main reason is that us in finance, we want these tasks to be repeatable. A lot of times we want to do the same thing every week, every month, and so on, but with different files. So with Claude, you will need to find that specific chat and then ask it again to do the same thing. With Google Colab, when you have this as a file that you can even download in your computer, so you can do file and then download, then next month that you want to have the same analysis, you would only need to replace the files in here and then rerun the code, so it's more faster. Then as well, if you want to audit the results of this, then with Google Colab, everything is there. So like all of the files, all of the code, and so on. So either you or other person can check what exactly the code is doing. Now we're getting already the code for the forecast, so we will be copying and then pasting it into here. Now, as I was mentioning, this code, when we play it, the first thing that it will do is prompt us to upload a file. So if you do that by going a little bit down, and then here it says, please upload revenue history. So we click choose files, and then I have it already, that file in my downloads, so revenue history. And then it will actually start doing the code, as you see. So it gives us in here the forecast and the visualization as well. And then this forecast image as well has been saved in here in the left side. For forecasting, I also give you in here the forecasting lab with other methods that you can use, either statistical, time series, machine learning, driver-based, and so on, that you can use, and even you can see the prompts for each one and the data structure to use. Thanks for watching this video, and please tell me in the comments what next example you would want me to do for you. Thank you.